Hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing great today. Okay, so something very, very interesting is happening. There's this breaking news that I believe some of you must have seen, and just in case you haven't seen it, I'm going to show you right now. But before I show you, let me read you something that will help you understand what's going on, okay? Now, it says, speaking to reporters while traveling home from northern Nineveh, the 85-year-old Pope Francis stressed that he hadn't thought about resigning, but said the door is open and there was nothing wrong with a pope stepping down. It's not strange. It's not a catastrophe. You can change the Pope, he said while sitting in an airplane wheelchair during a 45-minute news conference. The guy just literally told you that I'm about to resign. It can happen any minute. Do you remember when I shared this with us? I think it was about a month or so ago. I told us that this would happen. Just in case you haven't seen that video, let me play you that clip. We are entering into a dispensation, or should I say actually that we have entered into a new dark dispensation. Pope Francis is sick. The information I got is that he's diagnosed with colon cancer or one of these cancer brands. He thought that he could pull through, but the thing is getting worse and worse by the day. So we are looking at a situation where Pope Francis may be resigning in the next few weeks or months, probably by August or before then, who knows. And when he resigns, the information I am getting from the grapevine is that a black pope will come forth. So you see, I even mentioned August, and this is happening at the tail end of July. Now, a lot of people have reached out to me and said, Joe, your prophecy has come to pass. No, it wasn't a prophecy. Like I always say to you guys, I have multiple channels and sources of very, very, very important information that you don't see out there. I get this information from sources that I trust a lot. So this was not a prophecy. It was one of those privileged informations that I have access to. And that's why I told you guys that this is going to happen. That's why I put it in the video. If I'm not sure of these things, I don't put them in the video. I said August, and he's announcing it in July because all things are ready for him to get out so that the next one will come in. The man has finished with his mission on earth. What he came to do in the papacy, he has accomplished it. It is to actually give us that one block called the one world religion. That's what he came for. That's why all the other religions of the world now are like an extension of the Catholic Church. Catholic is no longer just the normal Catholic that he was before he came to power. He is now done and he wants to leave. In case you don't understand what he came here for, let me read you something here. Humble new Pope making firm push for one world religion. The new Pope Francis has only been in office for about a year, but has laid much groundwork for the prophesied one world religion. He has the Anglican Archbishop eating out of his hand, made nice with the Orthodox Metropolitan, assured Muslims that Allah and Jehovah are one and the same, pledged a continued romance with the Jews, and persuaded some evangelical Protestants to agree that the Luther's protest is over. Kenneth Copeland is one of the leaders who led all these Pentecostal Protestants from the U.S. to attend that meeting. And they all agreed that Luther's protest is over, without taking a look at the actual reason why Luther protested. If that has been addressed, it hasn't been addressed. They agreed that Luther's protest is over, so they all returned to the Catholic Church technically. Did you know that your Pentecostal Protestant movement has returned to the Catholic Church? Did you know that your Anglican and Methodists are back to the Catholic Church? That there's no protest anymore? Did you know that? All of these have happened. Pope has crisscrossed the entirety of this universe. He's gone to the east, to the west, to the north, and the south. He's met with Buddhist leaders, Hindu leaders, Zoroastrianists, goddess feminist worshippers, and then even the much publicized visit to Abu Dhabi, where they signed agreements and the mosque was named after Mary, the mother of Christ. And in the same Abu Dhabi, they found an island where they now build the headquarters for the one world religion, featuring structures that represent the three leading Abrahamic religions in our world: Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. As of June of 2021, construction and completion was about 20%. And they promised us that by 2022, before the end of 2022, the One World Religion headquarters will be open to the public. What perfect timing for Pope Francis to be exiting, because he has now accomplished it. He came and he walked like he was about to leave the next day. The man was on the move 24/7 until this was consolidated. It was under him that the Protestants and the Pentecostals were able to come in and then reunited with the Catholic Church. He's accomplished that. And that's why when he leaves, a black pope will come. I know when I posted that video, some people were saying, "Oh, Brother Joe, you don't understand. The black pope is the head of the Jesuit order." I know that black pope. I understand that. But my source was telling me that the black is the black as in a black man who looks like you and I, who looks like me, who has my type of complexion, a black man pope. Maybe I didn't get it right. Maybe they actually meant the head of the Jesuit order as the black pope. Maybe I may be wrong. But what I believe I heard was that it's going to be a black man replacing him when he leaves. And then whoever it is, whether it's a black man looking like me or the head of the Jesuit order that is also known as the black pope, I'm telling you that they are going to work hand in hand with the Antichrist. That black pope will be the person most likely to open the one world religion headquarters. And he will now be the person that will oversee the grassroots implementation of this one world religion on every level. No wonder Joe Biden is budgeting millions of dollars, taxpayers' money, to promote atheism, godlessness, to promote the worship of other gods and the worship of stone, humanism, and all kinds. Even people who don't believe in anything, they want to promote that. All kinds of contrary ideologies, just so they can spit on God's face. That's what the whole agenda of the Antichrist is all about. So as he is hinting on his ouster or his exit, Joe Biden is also almost at the exit door. The Queen of England is also almost at the exit door. These people are all going to be replaced. The people who come to replace them are the ones who will work hand in hand directly with the Antichrist. So you have an idea of where we are now in human history. They are all going to be replaced. And those who will replace them are the ones who will work with the Antichrist to implement his agenda as prophesied in the book of Revelations, Daniel, in the Holy Scriptures. And many people still do not understand. That's what this is all about. He's leaving now. He's going to leave all that job for the ones that are coming. And when they come in, I'm telling you, it's not going to be business as usual. Because the Black Pope the black pope. And why I believe it's going to be a black man is that every time they want to do something very sinister, they always bring a black face. The black pope will treat church as though he himself is the Antichrist. You will see things you've never imagined possible happen with the Church of Christ. If you think the Church of Christ is decayed, is messed up right now, is infiltrated and weakened, wait till the black pope who replaces Francis comes. Especially now that all these other Pentecostal movements and every other one, Anglican and Methodist, have all gone back to the Catholic Church, which I know many people are not even aware of. You will see how they are going to mess up Christianity. And here is the danger here, why I believe we are going back to the beginning. The whole essence of one world religion, which is heavily backed and supported by the United Nations and promoted by the UN, the whole essence of it is peace. Remember the mantra and the code of the Antichrist is peace. And so the one world religion, they believe that one world religion is all about peace, to make us have peace with our brothers and sisters. Because when all the religions worship under one roof in one beautiful ecumenical center, we will not have rancor. We will not have all this animosity towards one another. We will not begin to say, oh, yours is better than mine, or mine is better than yours. That will not happen anymore. So they don't believe that you can actually have different denominations and still have peace. They believe the only idea of peace is when all of us are under one roof. But then what Christians have been made to lose to be able to come under one roof is to lose the idea of sonship of Christ. The idea that God has a son. And that has happened as they were signing all this. Because the only way you can come under one roof with people who don't believe that Christ is the Son of God and that God has a son is by dropping that whole idea. And that is what has happened. And whoever is coming now will enforce it. And if you refuse to worship under one roof with the other ones, you are regarded as a terrorist because now you don't want peace. You are a problem. And so they're going to come after you. And coming after you is not by banning you from using the internet. No, they will really come after you. And that's when you're going to see the real persecution of the saints of God, as it used to be. That's when we are going to now begin to go on the ground to worship God again. For you to now see Bible, it will become like, you will do like this to get a Bible. It will be so difficult. Because everything is now going to be one under one roof. And you must support it, or you become an enemy. That is the enforcement you are going to see when the next pope comes. And there is serious agreement amongst all these people at the head of the religious groups regarding this. That's why I've said to us several times, you see, ecumenical centers are springing up in different parts of Nigeria, in different parts of Africa, and so many other places. It is because of this. The church has been made one. That was the single aim of Pope Francis. He accomplished it. He accomplished it. He accomplished it, and that's why he's leaving. But my question to you is, how psychologically prepared are you? You know, every time I make these videos, I always say to you people in all sincerity, it is not to stoke fear. It's not to fearmonger. It is to have you psychologically prepared for whatever is to come. If you ask me, I will tell you the best preparation you can ever have is psychological preparation. So when it begins to happen, you are not freaking out. You're not fretting up and down. You'll be like, okay, Father, lead us through. Because God promised that he will help us. He promised that he will guide us. If we are not like the foolish virgins who are sleeping on duty, if we are at alert, if we have discerning spirits, if we don't let the cloud leave us behind, the Spirit of God will always lead us and tell us when to move, when to stop, when to run, where to go to, where to hide, until the day of his judgment upon the wicked. He promised to do that. He didn't say he would leave us. He will be with us, and let that be your encouragement. But know that this is brewing. It's always gradual, little by little. It keeps happening until the big bang drops. I pray that God will give us the grace to withstand whatever it is they bring on us, because our strength is of the Lord. And I know of a fact, I know for a fact, deep down in my spirit, that God will protect and keep his own. God bless you.